Welcome to the Creative Play and Podcast Network. Join us as we review our favorite RPGs, collectible card games, MMOs, video games, PC games, and bring up interesting topics and things that we'd like to share with everyone. Sit back and enjoy the show.
Hey guys, welcome to Day 4 of RPG A Day, your most surprising game. This was actually a tough one, but I would definitely have to say it was a high-end power level game for Rifts, where our group was a bunch of supernatural hit squads sent to go attack the Phoenix Empire in Egypt. Everything was going great, group was doing their thing, I was running it for a few friends and their children, and at one point the group killed a torture in this chamber in the palace, and when the group was done taking out their target there before they had to go off to the rest of the empire, they were trying to figure out in the torture chamber what the different magical knives were in this room. And actually one of my jokes on that is one of the room weapons was actually a evil soul-sucking corrupting rune blade. And I was curious to see who used it, so of course I kept dropping the idea of, these great and wonderful blades waiting for someone to use. And unfortunately, two of the ladies in the group, both the actual characters were in their late teens, decided to restrain one of their teammates, who happened to be the younger brother of one of the girls, and they proceeded to go about describing, and her brother was completely going along with this because it was completely in character for their characters, that they went along basically throwing knives into him, torturing him with the individual blades, just to find out what exactly the blades did. And even though later on in the adventure he had the chance to retaliate against them, and I fully expected retaliation after, basically your character endures long torture, he actually basically claimed that there was no harm, no foul, because not only was he a demigod, so he regenerated very quickly, but he was actually wanting to know which of the blades was more powerful so he could keep it, which happened to be the soul-sucking rune blade. And it just surprised me that he took the shot on the chin and just kept going. And remember, you never know what your players are going to be coming up with. So I'll talk to you guys on Day 5 of the RPG A Day.
Hi, this is Kelly, aka Trixie from Ragnarok and Roll, a Scion to Ragnarok story, and Tilda Wimblewick from D&D Journey of the 5th Edition. First off, I would just like to say thank you to everyone for listening to our varied adventures, as well as for rating us on iTunes and RPGpodcast.com. If you haven't rated us yet, we would greatly appreciate it if you could. And if you're looking for more ways to support our efforts, we are now on Patreon, a great site where you can help us continue making more podcasts, as well as some special surprises for our patrons. If you can, please look us up at www.patreon.com/cppn. Every little bit helps. And again, thank you for listening.
Thank you for listening to the Creative Play and Podcast Network. And feel free to enjoy our other shows, such as D&D Journey of the 5th Edition and Scion Ragnarok and Roll, a Scion hero to Ragnarok story. Thank you for listening.